Hello, it's ankhgaming with you, and I'm wearing two hats on my head. Let's play some plane chase. I promised you guys last time that I would come back, and after unlocking a couple cards, which literally only unlocked a couple cards, I think 3 for the Sky and Scale blue-green deck, and we're going to give it a go. We're going to play a random opponent, so let's give the wheel a spin. And we're against Ancient Wilds, so the green ramp deck. We're probably going to get crushed. So I had someone comment, I don't have one in my hand, but the Aether Mutation, I think is the name of the card, that, oh, you can use it to bounce your own creatures and get saplings. Yeah, you can do that, but my creatures don't have comes into play effects. So I'm basically gaining nothing by doing that. So, yeah, someone pointed that out, but this hand is awful. I have an 8-drop, a 7-drop, and then all uncastables, so new hand. This is the biggest problem with this deck. Here it is. Aether Mutation. It's a sorcery. So, if it was an instant, bouncing your own creature wouldn't be that bad, because then you could at least hold up in mana and use it at the end of their turn or in response to a removal spell. In this deck, the best you could do is return a creature you control that's been pacifismed. That's not a good effect, guys. For 5 mana, that's an awful effect. So yeah, whoever pointed that out, you're correct. But it's awful. It's still a bad card. I took one out of the deck for the regrowth, and there's some other stuff added. This hand is actually very marginal. We're playing Plane Chase, so I'm going to keep it. This hand is super sketch, though. But double blue is good. Keep hand. What are we on the player draw? We have to put a counter on it. When you planeswalk away from it, deal damage equal to the number of pressure counters to each creature and planeswalker. Yeah, it's not player, and there's no planeswalker, so that part doesn't matter. And chaos prevent all damage to be dealt to permanent you control, so that's fine. So I'm on the draw. That's fine too. This is good and bad for us. We don't have any stuff to play on the board, so it will provide a potential sweeper. Except for he's immune to it now. We will probably lead on Terramorphic. Pongify is one of my favorite cards that's almost good. Like, it's not actually good. It's blue destroyed creature with major setback. It gives them a 3/3. But you can do it to your own creatures in response to removal, which is actually pretty cool. So we're going to take 1 damage here, no big deal. Cast creature spell, if you cast a spell, you can't attack. If you attack, you can't cast spells. Chaos, gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and activate this. We're going to get ourselves a forest here. And you know what? My game sounds are muted. Let me see if I can change that. I forgot. I was watching a League of Legends tournament while playing last time. So let's turn. Hopefully that's good enough. Resume duel. It's pretty loud to me, so hopefully that's fine. Let's continue. Damage prevention effect. So if we came back to that plane, it should still be immune to it, which is, I guess, okay. You know, it'd be kind of cool if they continued making plane chase stuff. I really love plane chase, and I haven't got a chance to play with the new planes really. The physical ones that they came out with last time, because my local play group, everyone kind of moved apart, and some people had kids and stuff, so we don't play physical Magic, casual Magic anymore, or as you might say, kitchen table Magic. We're gonna roll the die twice before we play a land, just for the potential chance to gain 2 life, or that extra 1 life. There we go, look, we're gaining an extra life because we waited. We weren't making a 2-drop anyways, we were just going to play this land activate ability. I'm going to go ahead and get a second green source here, because even if I draw Claustrophobia next turn, the likelihood of me wanting to play it on a 3-drop, very slim. This is a green ramp deck. They are going to have very good upper end cards. Unfortunately for me, I think she has stuff like Acidic Slimes, which are pretty good, because my deck's got an expensive mana curve too, and I don't have any of my coil oracles. So obviously I don't want to Pongify those guys, because essentially they're spells, sorcery spells with an effect that also come with 1/1 body. So you could consider this guy a sorcery. It says search a library for a forest card, put it on the battlefield, then put a 1/1, you know, elf onto the battlefield. But it's better than that, because bounce effects work positively with this. Another reason why Aether Mutation is bad I bounce that guy, I get 3/1/1s, but he's going to get to play it and get value again. I've drawn all lands so far this game, if you haven't noticed. This deck continues to amaze me with how bad it is. We should go ahead and roll we should go ahead and keep rolling. I shouldn't have played my land yet. It turns out not to matter. Potentially, I guess. Whenever a creature leaves battlefield's controller draws a card. This is a really good plane for him, so he could roll, bounce his guys, and just gain even more value, because he gets to draw a card and replay the guys. Really would like to get away from this plane. This plane is super powerful for the other deck right now. So it looks like we're not going to. Hopefully he's just going to drop a 5-drop. But I don't know how I'm gonna respond to that, because his start has been pretty spicy. Each of his creatures basically been free because they've netted him a card back. And he's rolling, which Yeva, unless she has a really good creature to play here, should just roll the dice. Attacking before rolling at all is definitely more correct. But I would continue rolling the die. Yeah, it's 2. I would roll it here instead of equipping. Enemy probably equips. This gives your creature trample and gives 1/1 counters, which means I might have to Pongify it at some point. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Playing the Coiling Oracle before I roll the die gives me the potential to bounce it, draw a card, and replay it. So now I get up to 2 rolls to try to bounce my Oracle. There we go. So this is going to potentially get us back in the game. So that draws us a card. We get to replay the Oracle. And hopefully it puts a land into play. Oh, nice. Go ahead and activate that. This was a very good turn for us. This is the kind of turn we needed to get back in the game. We'll go ahead and get a forest again. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for 1. I could hold up and Pongify, but I don't really want to. I would rather have changed the plane. So now we're at 6 mana. Next turn, we can't quite cast our Tidespout Tyrant. Tidespout Tyrant's definitely a very powerful card against a mono green deck. The best answer mono green typically would have for something like Tidespout Tyrant is a plummet effect. So he just returned his own guy, which good effect. See, he's doing what I did. He should have attacked first, though. Well, I have a 1/1, so no. This is correct. Either way, how do you beat a Tidespout Tyrant? Prey upon and plummets. And I don't know if this deck has plummets, but it may have a prey upon. But even then, a 5/5 is very powerful. Question is, do I trade here with this effect still on the table? My best play next turn right now looks like Assault Zeppelin, which is not that impressive right now, so I really don't want to trade. I would hope to get to abuse this interaction more and build up a better hand. Roaring Prime Docks works very sick with this plane, so I definitely want to get off this plane. Like, that's beyond disgusting. Because he gets to bounce this guy, draw a card, replay it. I mean, that's going to be quite annoying. Okay, Chaos. So I'm thinking I might have to Pongify his guy. So we drew an Oracle. I'm really thinking I have to Pongify his guy. Oracle, into land, into Pongify. It's actually pretty cool. And we have a Sky Swallower, so this is looking like a very good game for us. It went from bad to good. I would use Aether Mutation on Sky Swallower if I could, but I cannot. So we're going to go ahead and Pongify. I think he does get to draw a card, right? Yeah, but I can't let him have that interaction. Now, you know what's going to happen here, right? I'm going to roll for 1, and he's going to get his guy. Or he's going to change planes. Okay, we didn't. Very, very good turn for us. We're at 25 life, so we're not being threatened. We have a full grip, 7 cards. We have the mana to cast Tidespout Tyrant. But more importantly, we have Simic Sky Swallower, 6/6 Flying Trample, Shroud. Now that is a card that a green, mono green deck cannot beat. The only way mono green beats that guy is by beating me down, by attacking me faster than I can attack him. And that doesn't look like it's going to happen this game between Tidespot Tyrant and Aether Mutation in a Claustrophobia. Should be a very tough race for the opponent to win. And as it is, I'm going to keep abusing this engine as long as I can as well. Because I would like to change the plane, and I'd also like to just abuse it, because Coiling Oracle is just better than Elvish Visionary. It's just the better version. And it's even a snake, you know, so it's a snake elf druid. You can't beat a snake elf druid. Now, Claustrophobia is not good on this plane. That's obvious. He's gonna bash me with this 4/4. That's whatever. I can bounce that guy at any time. Tidespot Tyrant plus, you know, a cheap spell would take care of him. Ooh. Now this is interesting. He makes my creatures bigger, and I untap all green or blue creatures I control during each other player's untap step. That's pretty potent. Go ahead and drop a land. Yeah, I think we go ahead and drop the Merc Fiend, because I am very happy to attack with my 3/3s. Now, I could have played the Sky Swallow over here, but this created 10 power on the board for me. And look at this, he's going trade and chump mode. That's very good for me. All of his comes into play guys are basically dead. Now he's gonna get to draw some cards off that. Still okay with me. Now I could have continued rolling before combat, but I'm actually very okay with this. So, thinking about just Claustrophobia and his token. Yeah, I think that's my play. So now Yeppa's got a grip full of cards, but so do I. But I have a vastly, vastly superior board, and I am set to abuse the plane. The opponent is not. As it stands, if I drop some Sky Swallower next turn, it is an 8/8 Trample Shroud Blyer. And that's sick. Okay. Another plane that doesn't matter for us right now. That's a good card. But again, it doesn't matter because I have a Tidespot Tyrant, and Tidespot Tyrant pretty much beats every other card in Magic. Given time. Given time, you know. Not instantly, it doesn't just come down and win, but it's pretty good. If we hit Chaos here, how much do we do? We get plus 2/2. It would be... Now, this guy works well with the Aether Mutation, I will give you that. So what, could I Aether Mutation him for 5 and replay? I guess that is a play. That is a play. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Now, here's an example. Why did Aether Mutation is still a bad card, but this was a good opportunity for me to develop my board better than any other card currently does. And it gives me the opportunity to use Chaos from this plane to kill the opponent next turn, providing he doesn't, you know, do something crazy. But still, Aether Mutation, bad card. If it was an instant, I could have waited for him to play a big card this turn. I could just played my Salt Zeppelin. He plays a big giant creature, spends all of his mana, I bounce it, get a bunch of tokens, and then kill him. In this instance, I had to do it all on my turn, so I have no elements of surprise. The opponent knows every detail about the board state. There's no surprise, you know, unless I have a haste creature. In blue-green, haste is not common. Now, bouncing a Thragtusk wouldn't be the best play ever. It does make my Tidespot... It's not... my Tidespot Tyrant's not good against it, but my board's fine against Thragtusk. Assault Zeppelin is a 5/5 right now. it will be a 4-turn clock. Actually, with a land next turn I can drop Zeppelin and Sky Swallower, so yeah. Ooh, I forgot about Taunting Elves. We do need to deal with those guys. So let's just look here for a second. If we get Chaos, bugs, we have 5, 5, so 10, plus 20, plus 6, so 36 power. The opponent does not have enough defense, right? I see 10, 12, 15, 16, 17. He would survive, but his board would be crippled, and that, I think, is acceptable. Let's try to hit Chaos. Now, if I change the plane, he has the attack for 4... Well, same thing, right? Same amount. 17, 8, 12, 17, yeah. I think what I want to do is I think I want to get the Tidespout Tyrant down if I can. So as it stands, I'm not dead. If he hits Chaos, I'm dead. That's just, you know, that's an unavoidable situation here. I could have kept rolling, but if I hit Plane Shift, I'm kind of dead too. Chaos wasn't a guaranteed kill, I needed Chaos twice. This gives me not a guaranteed kill, but gives me survival. Oh, are you kidding me? Stinger Fling, that's a shot in the gut. It makes sense that it's in there, that's a plummet effect. Well, now we're dead to Chaos. Plane Shift would be preferable to Chaos. We're dead. Yep. Well, he should attack. He doesn't even need to play anything. I'm straight dead. All my guys have to block his 2/3s, and the rest gets through for lethal. Dang it, guys. Ugh. We lost. Well, no blocks. The reason I didn't block is all my guys already had to block. Let's go to the deck manager before we call it a video. I really dislike this deck. I think I'm going to play the red-white one to unlock some stuff, but this deck is just, let's be honest, it's garbage. So, Fable, Wolf, and Owl would be a good one to get to unlock. It's one of the next good cards. Whenever you cast spells, it gets you stuff. But this deck lacks in ramp. It has the 4 oracles, but that's not enough. Mitotic Slime's good, not great. The Infiltrators are actually very good. This deck is lacking something. It's lacking use of unblockable and or tap effect creatures, or tap effects. And here's what I mean. Ooh, now Momer Vig. This guy would be insane in the deck. So really, for the deck to get good, you need to get to the Draining Welk, the Snake Form. This card is, it's 7 mana. It's bad. It's fine. Like, this deck eventually becomes okay. The Hedge Mage is good. Acidic Slime's good. There's some of the stuff here is okay, but like, I'm gonna tell you guys. You have Maya's Embrace, bad card. It's okay in the plane chase matches though. But see, you need these Acidic Slimes, and you need, heck, even Quest for Gem Blades would be okay. It's actually garbage. But you need these Infiltrators and ways to sneak in damage. Mystic Snake would be great. Hedge Mage is a good 3-drop that helps you prolong the game. Hedge Mage is really good. Like, those are the kind of effects this deck needs. Heck, even this guy would be okay. Deals damage to opponent, draw a card. He's not getting in often. And so but a lot of the cards that would make this deck actually work are the middle unlocks, so you really have to play a lot of games. But until then, the deck is super bad. Like I said, Pongify's an okay card. These guys are, these 2/3s, they're fine. They're not good without the Pumper guy, and I just unlocked him. This guy. The Mercfiend Liege, he's good. He's a good 5-drop. But like Protein Hawk doesn't actually do much in the deck. Just being honest, doesn't do much. It just replaces itself. So you can, the idea is you Pongify him, and you go get a couple cards. But that's not impressive. Tidespot Tyrant's actually really bad in this deck. I would rather it be this other Sky Swallower. And same with this guy. This guy's actually really bad in the deck. He's good with this guy. Like, you know, he's okay. He's still not great. He's really just a bad card. He has the draw an extra card thing, but I would rather have Sower. I would rather have Omnibian, or whatever this guy's name is. This guy's good. This guy's not. So anyways, guys, this deck stinks. We're going to be playing tomorrow the red-white deck, and I'm going to stick with that one for a while. I'm going to try to get some two-headed giant games matched up where I play on Skype, but that's going to take a little bit. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Ankhgaming out.